is Adrian Nantchev, and this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So click on the subscribe button below and press the bell notification next to it for the latest uploads. Now, 3 ways that entrepreneurs can seek out help. The first one is to have a mentor. Have a mentor in something. A mentor is usually someone that's 10, 20 years ahead of you. Someone that's achieved a lot already, and they're willing to work with you, and they're willing to work with you, work on your business, or let you work on their business. They will teach you new stuff on their business. They will often or not they'll bend over backwards for you. They will give more stuff for you only if you bend over backwards for them. It's a two-way streak. You have got to give something in order to get something back. You can't just go to a potential mentor or anyone and just ask them or demand them to teach them all their secrets. There is a cost to it. There is a cost to it. The magic phrase that I've come to realise with finding a mentor is to say, how can I work for you for free in order to learn from you? How can I work for you for free in order to learn from you? Meaning, I'm willing to forego a financial benefit. No, financial benefit, but I'm willing to forego a lot of stuff to work for you for free in order to learn from you. I'm willing to do the stuff that's necessary for free to work for you. Or if you really want, you always pay them, because when you pay them, it's a reward. It's a financial reward. It's an incentive. I got an email a few months ago from a company that I kind of knew by some proxy, but hadn't seen them in years or never met the person. A big email essentially asking, how can I grow his business? Teach me all you know about how to grow this business. And I could never be asked that email. I had that for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. I never had it. I never replied to it until I was a bit pressured from other external parties, or just reply for good friendly relations because it's a nice polite thing to do. And it's like BS. This email comes out the blue asking how they can grow their business. No incentive, no here's 1,000 quid, here's 100 quid, no nothing. Tell us all you know. No, it's just out of the blue. Tell me everything, tell me all your secrets, spill all the beans. Fuck you. Why should I? And this is also a mistake that I made about a year ago. I asked someone, what videos do they have with regard to this subject? And I realised that I didn't give them anything. You've got to give something to the potential mentor before you get something back. About a year ago also, I was working for my real estate mentor, and they have this, I forgot what it's called now, menteeship actually it was called, mentorship program. You put £700 deposit down, and you have to do 40 hours in the company. And I can't remember how many weeks that expired, how many weeks, 4, 8 weeks, I can't remember. Wait, it was about 2.5 months I think, in the end. Or maybe a bit less, I went on holiday. And I worked at every department. It's a real estate business, so I worked with the area managers, the garbage men, the front office, getting the tenants, talking to tenants, sorting out the stuff. Those are the main areas. I think the best one is probably area manager, where I'm actually going to see the tenants and talking to them and seeing what the hell's happening, what the hell's the problem, because that was something interesting. And also working with the guy himself, going to these events that he hosted or going to these events that he attended, learning from him when he's talking to I can't remember what they're called now. I forgot what they're called, but to the banks essentially, and how the bank sends someone out evaluations. That's it, looking at the property, just listening, just watching him from in person. But I paid deposit down. But if you say to them, how can I work for you for free in order to learn from you, then almost no mentor will say no to that. I know if someone offered me that, I would say, yeah, let's do this cool stuff. So ask that to people, ask that to someone you want to work with, see what happens. And also, if not, pay them up front. 1,000 quid, 100 quid, 2,000 quid. It has to be something, because they have to have it. It has to be worth their time. They're not going to spill the beans on all their secrets for nothing. Like that company that emailed me wanted to know everything. I could think of loads of ideas and loads of advice, loads and loads, but there was no incentive. There was no reward. It's just, oh, you know me by proxy because of friends of family and all this good relations, and, diplomacy. Tell me everything you know. I want to grow my business. Fuck you. I must have had that email for about a month before, well, probably a month and a half. 1 month before I started to get pressured, and then probably a month and a half, 2 months, I can't remember, until I actually replied. And then I got an email back saying, "Oh, we'll contact you again sometime, some interesting ideas." And that was like 4 months ago, and it's like nothing. 5 months ago, and it's like 4, whatever, and it's like nothing. So it's like, oh, they're not that serious then. You give them gold. That's it. You give them gold, and they do, well, I don't know what they're doing, but they do nothing with it. If they paid me £1,000, for example, you can damn well you can guarantee they'd be fucking applying those principles that I taught them. Yep. You can damn well guarantee they'll be using the principles. They're paying when people pay, they're paying more attention then. Yeah. Now, other thing is, speaking of money, is that I'd actually do consulting on 1 hour blocks. What we do is, it's a 1 hour block where we talk about your business, we talk about what the hell's wrong, what the hell you're doing, strategies, different techniques, different ideas, different strategies. And these 1 hour blocks are £50 up front, and I say, let's do the money out the way first. Let's sort the money out the way first, because then I can focus on the more important stuff, you. And that's what matters. £50 for an hour, of course we want 3 hours and £50, whatever. But that's actually going to go up over time, so bear in mind, £50, if £50 is going to save you £500,000, for example, then £50 is cheap. Plus also, over time that's going to rise, so by the time you're watching this, it could be as far as, say, £100 or £200 or even £500 an hour. Don't know, we get to start. So that's the consulting that I do, because people always tell me that I've got good ideas, that I learn a lot of stuff, that I learn things really fast, and I can also explain things very easily, very thoroughly, and we give plenty of ideas. People are always coming up to me and saying that idea you gave me was amazing, that was very smart. People are always saying to me, Adrian, it's so cool, what you do is amazing. And I've always been told that I am like a good teacher. It's the language, the vocabulary, the articulation, the explanation. The way I see it is I just cover all bases. Just explain everything, pros, cons, and everything. Always having a balanced approach. You want to avoid extreme beliefs. Extreme beliefs isn't always a biased thing. I've always got to go this way, always got to go that way. Well, no, here's the pros and cons, here's the pros and cons. Make up your own mind what's best for you. So I do consulting, 1 hour blocks. Go to nantchev.com/consulting for that. Now, the other way that entrepreneurs can seek out help is on Facebook groups. Onto Facebook, search in the search bar at the top, entrepreneur, and then you could also search things like entrepreneur marketing, or entrepreneur Shopify, or entrepreneur consulting, entrepreneur YouTube channel, different keywords that are relevant to you, and find 1 to 5 groups, and ideally start to be active in those communities. Share content in there, comment and reply, give ideas, contribute to it. Because if you just go in there and ask for help, you might get some attention, some ideas, but that's going to be nowhere near as much as if people know, like, and trust you already. Whether you're sharing content, that's cool stuff you found online, you're commenting on existing posts, then people are not gonna care too much about you. Again, it's reciprocity. It's I'm gonna give the community what they want, which is engagement and eyeballs and attention and ideas, and you're gonna get what you want. This is the thing of the mentor. You've got to give. This is the thing of the community. You've got to give. Even with the consulting, even I've got to give, and even you've got to give. With the community thing, you've got to give. The more you give into the world, or the more you give to the world, the more you're going to get back. That's the same with business and marketing. The more you give, the more ideas, more information you share, the more you're going to get back. And that's exactly the same with the community group, exactly the same with the consulting, exactly the same with the mentorship. The more you give into the world, the more you give. Like that email didn't give me anything. The more you give, the more you get. They gave me nothing. They got nothing for like 2 months. The mentors, I gave a mentor 40 hours. It was supposed to be 40 hours, and I got 40 hours back of knowledge working with him. If you give out 40 comments, 40 messages, 40 posts, you're going to get a lot of attention and snowballs back. So how cool is that? So, the question of the day is, how are you going about finding help and seeking help as a business, as an entrepreneur? For me, I have another entrepreneur that I'm working with. We're kind of doing our own things together. and I'm bouncing ideas off him because in general, he's 10, 15, he's about 12 years ahead of me, and he's like he also works for a big company as well. It's like a senior, he's in management, senior management, so he knows a lot about things like managing projects. He knows a lot about stuff that I don't know. So arguably he's a mentor. And what we do, we have a mastermind group, and every weekend or so, depending on schedules, we meet up and we just share ideas. We have an agenda of different topics, loads of different subjects and different topics to talk about, like personal finances, investing, the mind, beliefs, stuff like that. Different topics to talk about. So we meet up on the odd occasion. I haven't seen him this month. I should be seeing him next weekend because he's been busy with a few exams in his company because he wants to go to the next level of it. So he's been doing that. So we have a mastermind group. That's the main one that I do. That's the main one that I have. Some Facebook communities. But yes, that's the main one. The working with the person who's 10 years ahead of me, who knows what the hell. He has a lot more life experience than me, and he's very much entrepreneurial based. So that's the question of the day. What are you doing now to seek help and seek advice? I've got a mastermind group. Oh, another entrepreneur mate of mine, one or two, yeah, quite a big mastermind group. Another one as well, come to think of it. I don't see him very often. He's in the science park, but yeah, a mastermind group, which is kind of what the Facebook group is all about. Because if you have a community of people working together on a unified mission, then that's a mastermind group. You're going to all achieve it, and you're going to help push each other up and up and up and up. Your accountability to each other. You're accountable to each other, and you're helping each other. You're sharing ideas. That's the Facebook group. That's all really. The consulting, the mentorship, and the Facebook group. How cool is that? So that's the question of the day. What are you doing now? And I'm doing a few things, mostly mastermind groups. How cool is that? Now also remember that this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So click on the subscribe button below and press the bell notification next to it for the latest uploads. How cool is that?